If you want God to use you, purity is not something you negotiate. If you negotiate it, forget it. It's not God. It may be a familiar spirit. If it is God, you can't negotiate it. 1 Peter 1, 15 and 16. It says, but as he which hath called you is holy, it says, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation. Be ye holy in all manner of conversation. Because this is the basis for which God will call you his own. 1 Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, he said, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity. So there are times when God helps you to go, you too must pay the price to take yourself out. It's not to lie down in sin and say, Lord, help me, help me, help me. No, depart. If you are willing, God will help you. Verse 20 to 21. It said, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, it said, but also of wood and earth, and some unto honor and some unto dishonor. Next verse. It said, if a man therefore purges what? Himself. It's not God that is purging you here. It is you taking the responsibility for holy life. So you create a system where iniquity can enter you. You cut off from people who have made iniquity a lifestyle. Cut off from platform that projects and propagate evil, so that you sustain the capacity to live right. He said if he purges himself from this, he said he shall be a vessel unto honor. So what makes you a vessel unto honor is not whether you are gold or silver. That's why in this kingdom, don't try copying anybody. The power is not in the external, it is in the internal. Whether you are black or white, short or tall, male or female, that's not the factor. Are you pure? Are you holy? That's what God is looking at. He said if he purges himself, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared for every good work. So the vessels God prepared are holy vessels. That's why he said in 2 Corinthians 6:17, he said, come out from among them. He said, be ye holy, be ye clean. He said, they that bear the vessels of God, they must be holy. It's a generation that has trivialized righteousness and holiness. And the Bible says, if we live like the Gentiles, he said, we have not learned Christ. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17 to 24. He said, take off the old man and clothe yourself with the new man that is renewed after knowledge and righteousness and holiness. If you want to be used of God, get all this, buffing yourself with bottles of anointing oil. A prophet comes and says, I brought this thing from the mountain. This is the oil of favor. Pay 1,000. You are joking. If you like, bathe yourself, sleep inside oil. Put a drum in your house. You will go nowhere. You just made the prophet rich. If you want God to lift you up, you must live holy. And this is a fight of faith. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 9:27, I beat myself. I bring my body under subjection. I beat myself. You take certain responsibilities. I beat myself. Somebody say wants to live holy. A young man, 5 of your friends are all females. You people greet yourself by hugging. Oh, you are a joker. It's your lust that you are servicing. They say, oh, you see, they hug and hold themselves. Oh dear, how are you? I've missed you. Funny people deceiving themselves. And when you talk, they say, no, we are brothers and sisters. Both brothers and both sisters. There's a way you must carry your vessel. Carry your vessel in holiness. Don't be careless about holy living. Most of us create the traps that we fall into. We create them. You see a preacher, he's a single man, marry, he won't marry. And every week a different sister is coming to cook. They cook and go and dress his bed. He's prophet. He's senior pastor. After a while, you start seeing darkness creep into what God is doing and destroy it. God started helping you. The first office you have one staff and it's an opposite sex. It's your personal secretary. He's doing tea and he's working with you till 11 p.m. We just wreck our lives. Because we are not taught to build a guard around these things. And the Bible says, flee youthful lust that wages war against your soul. Because the errand of iniquity is to reduce the capacity of your soul. So you see that you get involved in certain things, you can't have inspiration again.
You that just sit down, you are able to navigate and know what to do. How come? What is happening to the flow of inspiration? You cut it. It wages war.
So people with great potentials are reduced to nothing. If you are a eunuch, say you are a eunuch and build your life accordingly. Let's know you are a eunuch. If you are not a eunuch, let there be standards. God has standards. In Africa, we are a bit strict. But here, you are developed nations. So when you over-reiterate it or emphasize it, you say, come on. It's your culture. You will culture into her. Sin is sin everywhere. Iniquity is iniquity everywhere. And holiness is also holiness everywhere. 1 John chapter 3 verse 7 and 10. See the way the Bible puts it. It says, little children. It says, let no man deceive you. Because we can be deceived to trivialize these things. Let no man deceive you. In verse 10 he said, in this the children of God are manifest and the children of the devil. He said, him that doeth righteousness is righteous. And he said, in this are the children of God what? Made manifest. Don't come and tell me righteousness is only a nature. What nature do you have that does not reflect in your action? Do baboons talk? When did birds start walking? How can you have a nature that does not reflect in your lifestyle? And you want me to accept that you have that nature? Holiness must be practiced. It's our way of life.